So if you see the heart right here, this big old thing, do you need to know what that's called?
Vena cava.
Which vena cava is it?
Superior.
Superior vena cava. Below the heart, down here, what is that called?
Inferior.
Inferior vena cava. Do you guys see that? So below the heart is the inferior vena cava. Now the azygos, if you pull all this up, you'll see all of these. Those are the azygos.
Like those things going into the ribs?
Yeah. Those aren't the... Okay, you can see them a lot better on this side. Come around if y'all need to videotape something, or I'll show it to you in a minute. This is the azygos, the long one. So that's the azygos.
Oh,
The ones going from the rib in, those are the intercostals.
okay.
Oh, look, it runs parallel to the...
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then you have up here, the superior vena cava breaks off. I don't want to rip these lungs off. Tuck them over. Okay. Into this, where'd my probes go?
Probe. It's right there.
Okay. So here's your superior vena cava, where it branches off right here. Maybe. There we go. That's your brachiocephalic vein. And then where it goes underneath the arm, here's your subclavian vein. So which side would that be? Left subclavian. And what is this? Brachiocephalic. This is your brachiocephalic vein. Same thing. If I pin that and ask you, please put vein, please put artery, I will ask you, what is the vein, what is the artery? Then you have, you know when you're pulling blood for cat or dog, have any of y'all seen that happen? And they try, or from a human sometimes, you try to pull it from the jugular, that's right here. This is your jugular. That is your external jugular. And the internal jugular is kind of ripped open in this one. This is the internal jugular. So, when in doubt, call it the external if the really thick one. The one on the outside is really thick. If there's one next to it that's really thin, that's the internal jugular. Okay, and then below the heart, we already did the inferior vena cava. Then we have the hepatic. So if you find there's your renal, hepatic, stomach. Okay. Aha! Y'all aren't gonna like this, but I found what I was looking for earlier. Hepatic means stomach. This one? Yeah, you're right. It does mean liver. So hepatic, you're right, means liver. And so this is still the right one. This is your hepatic vein right here. I don't know if y'all can see. This is your hepatic. And then you go further down. What are these?
Renal.
That's your renal. Which renal is it?
Artery.
Left renal what? Vein. Okay, and then you go down, same thing to the leg, branches off right here. If I pin this right here, what would you call that?
External iliac.
External iliac what?
Vein.
Vein, and then if I pin it right here,
Internal.
that would be the femoral.
Can you point
And
out the renal again?
Definitely. And in terms of, let me point out this. Right here, that's your internal iliac vein. So I can actually, if I take There's all these little things that connect them. So here's your external iliac, the big old blue one that branches. You can see where that blue one branches off, and if I pull it up, it goes straight into the leg. Do y'all see that? That's your internal iliac. Now, like I said, if I pin the femoral, I'll pin it right down here. I want to make sure that you guys see that difference. As close to the bottom of the femoral as I can, so I don't confuse y'all. And in terms of the renal, this would be the renal vein.
The red is artery.
It's dyed really weird, but right now, yes, that's the artery.
Right now it's the red one?
Yes, this is the actual vein, and this is the actual artery. But, like I said, if I ask that to y'all, even if I have pin right here, and you're like, which one is she pinning? The question will say, which artery is the yellow pin in? Or something like that. Or which vein is the yellow pin in? So I really won't try to confuse y'all on that. I believe that's everything y'all need to know.